Welcome to Dotument video tutorials. In this episode we are going to show you the overview of personal edition of Dotument 10. Dotument is general purpose document management system with strong support for electronic documents like e-books, magazines and newspaper, support for documents versioning and paper documents archiving. Dotument is built as a Windows application, web version is on the way, but there are plans for other platforms as well. Almost every software vendor claims that their product is easy to use. We hope, however, you will find the Dotument really easy to use, especially because we've worked hard to pack its features into a relatively simple user interface. Dotument supports virtually any file type. You can store anything that makes sense to you in Dotument's own libraries. Finally, we have tested Dotument against libraries larger than 100 gigabytes. Dotument is wrapped in a simple to use and elegant user interface that makes e-documents management pleasure. Dotument lets you import your documents automatically, generating thumbnails for more comfortable browsing. You can export your documents and even exchange them with other Dotument users, including all descriptions and thumbnails that you have stored in your library. Dotument lets you also version your documents, keeping history of all changes. You can scan your printed documents directly into libraries, usually with just a single mouse click. You can gather ebook details from services like Amazon or ISBN DB and store them along with your ebooks in Dotument library. You can import whole documents folders, store them in the library and perform search against searchable documents, books or magazines. You can have as many ebooks or magazine libraries as you want and switch between them on the fly. So let's spend a few minutes to see Dotument in practice. Dotument user interface is probably familiar to most of the Windows users, since it shares this logic of the Windows Explorer. So on the left hand side you will find this folders tree view navigator where you can simply jump through your folders of your library. On the top of a screen you can spot this ribbon toolbar with the tools you can perform against your documents or your whole library. Right hand side hides those two docking windows with the latest entries and the favorite documents. Main part of a screen occupies this grid view with a list of your documents, and at the bottom of this grid view you can see also this versions list with all the versions for your selected documents. Bottom part of a screen shows you the current database we are working on. This means actually the library that that we are working on. You can have, as we said already, as many libraries as you will and switch between them on the fly. So talking about the toolbar here, this ribbon toolbar is divided in two parts, this main and maintenance. Main part contains two groups, documents and the view group. Documents, of course, obviously allows you to deal with your documents. You can add the documents, you can scan your printed ones, you can edit, remove or refresh documents, open documents right from the document. You can get the ones if you don't have them already stored on the disk. You can check it in if you want to create new versions for selected documents. You can go to URL if the URL of the document is already specified in the description part, or you can perform also advanced search along with the quick search box that you have here. Additionally to this, of course, you have three possible views on your documents. So this is default, this grid view. Then you have the cards view that shows actually thumbnails along with some information, and then you have this iPad-like bookshelf view, this eye-catchy one, where you can just simply see your covers like you have on a real bookshelf. Please note that in the case of the bookshelf view, versions are not displayed. And if you also want to occupy whole space actually for the bookshelf view, you can simply hide your sidebar here. So on the maintenance part, we have three groups: import and export, utilities, and obtaining descriptions. So import and export obviously serves for the purpose of importing and exporting documents in a batch from different libraries to a document exchange format. Then we have this utilities part here, where we can extract ISBNs if we are dealing with the ebooks, or we want to extract the thumbnail or the first page of the document that we have selected here. And finally, if we have proper titles, let's say, or ISBN numbers, we can automatically obtain descriptions from the services like Amazon, Open Library, or ISBDB. Additionally to this, on the application menu, we can choose to backup our data, restore it. We can also see some statistics of our documents, and we can check the updates. So let's go on by creating a new, or adding actually new document into the document library. I created a new library here, call them library, and under the documents, this default folder, we are going to create new subfolder. Let's call it demo invoices, since we plan to store some invoices inside. And we'll switch to the grid view. Under these demo invoices, we are going to create or add new invoice document. This is just a sample WordPad document, nothing is really special. We are going to open it. So what happens now, it opens up this creating document form, where we can provide all the details about the document that we are storing in the library. You can see that the title is automatically extracted from the file name, file type as well. We can provide author if we will, document user, let's say, language is English, and some description to help us later find out what this all was about. So this is demo invoice. We save it, and you can see that actually there is a new entry in this documents view along with default version down there in the versions list. So let's say that we want to make some changes in this invoice document. We will check it over here in this default location. We can open it up, and let's change this invoice label. Let's change the color of it to red. Let's put here some date, 12th December 2010. Invoice number might be 345, and we are fine with this. We save it and close the WordPad. Now going back to the document, knowing that we actually have a new version, we can say that we want to check it in. We have to be sure, of course, that the file path corresponds to the relocation of the folder, but since we didn't change anything there, we can accept it like it is, and we will provide a new description. We'll say that this is an invoice with a red letters. We save it, so we can see that in the versions list, or versions grid if you will, we have two versions now. First one where it says that this is demo invoice, and second one with the second comment that we created. Please note that this version number is actually auto increment, so it will automatically increment it every time when you check in the new version. So let's say that we actually wanted to take a look at this first version of an invoice. So what we can do, we just simply right click on here on this item here and either say open version or get it. We'll open it directly from the document. It will open up the WordPad with this gray invoice letters, no date, no invoice number. We close it. However, if we come here and click here, if we say open version, it will show us this latest invoice release.